A very good afternoon to all of you children. In today's session, we are going to have a revision on the topic what we have learned. Okay, so we have learned about nouns, common noun, and the different kinds of noun, that is common noun, proper noun, collective noun. So we will have a quick revision. The first session, we'll have a quick revision, and in the first half of the session, we'll be having a quick revision on all the topics what we have learned. And in the next half, we'll be having a class test as it is informed. Okay, so I hope all of you have prepared very well for your class test. Just do a quick revision on what we have learned. Okay, so let's move on to today's session. I hope all of you are ready. I'm not going to ask you questions. Okay, so let's have a thorough revision on what we have learned. Okay, so that we can recall all the points what we have learned. So it's just a recapping session. So we know, first of all, noun. What is a noun? Noun is nothing but it is a word that names a person, place, animal, or a thing. Children, it's a kind request. I wanted all of you to be seated in your places and just we'll have a quick revision on what we have learned. Okay, so all of you, please keep your books aside, okay, and just listen and see to the slides what is being displayed here and also listen to what is being said. Okay, I hope all of you are ready. Okay, so noun is nothing but it is a word that names a person, place, animal, or a thing. So noun, it is called a naming word. Have you understood? As we have discussed before, everything has a name. Okay, everything in this world has a name. So all naming words are called as noun. Noun is nothing but names of person, place, animal, or a thing. Okay, is that clear? All of you turn on your videos. Let me see you all. Okay, so all of you please have a look at this. Noun is nothing but it is the names of persons, places, animals, and things. I wanted all of you to score full 10 out of 10. Let me see. So, persons, places, animals, and things. That is all about nouns. Nouns is nothing but it is a word that names a person, place, animal, or a thing. So, the names given to persons, places, animals, or things are called nouns. Now, let's move on to the different kinds of noun. Okay, before we move on to the different kinds of noun, let's have a quick review on these questions. So, if a question is given and asked, identify the noun in the sentence, what we will do. For example, the Taj Mahal is in Agra. Identify the noun. So, there are two nouns in the sentence, that is Taj Mahal and Agra. Both is about both. Just we have to identify the noun. Okay, so Taj Mahal is about a building, it is a noun, and Agra is also a noun. Okay, now let's move on to the second question. Rahul is a brave boy. All of you, please have a look at it. So, here in this sentence, too, there are two nouns, Rahul and boy. Have you understood? Just they are asked to identify the noun and the sentence. Okay, now let's move on to the third question. Sonu picked up the ball and threw it to Rita. All of you look at the slide, that's enough. I don't want you to take your books. All of you keep your books closed. Okay, so Sonu picked up the ball and threw it to Rita. Now, here in the question, when you write the test paper, children, see that you have to read the questions well and also the options well. Sonu picked up the ball and threw it to Rita. Okay, you have to identify the nouns in the sentence. Here the nouns are Sonu is a noun, ball is a noun, Rita is a noun. So there are three nouns in the sentence. Similarly, let's move on to the next question. There are birds on the roof of the house. So birds are noun, roof and house. There are three nouns in the sentence. This is the way you identify the noun in the sentence. Is that clear? Now let's move on to the different kinds of noun. I have already taught you the different kinds. We have already learnt about common noun, proper noun, collective noun, and the material noun. But material noun is not for the examination, as it is not for the periodical test. Okay, so material noun, I'll be conducting a test paper separately. So now we have finished with common noun, proper noun, and the collective noun. So let's move on to each one in detail. We know what is a common noun is. All of you please do understand, common noun means common names given to persons, places, animals and things. Clear? Common names like dog is a common name given to all kinds of dogs. Okay, baby, man, woman, child, doctor, engineer or pen, mobile, all these are the common noun. Okay, when we look at this, we are not asking which brand or which whatever it is a mobile. It is a pen. Okay, all these are common noun. Have all of you understood? So a common name given to persons, places, animals, and things are called common noun. Now let's move on to the proper noun. Proper noun is a special name given to a particular person. Okay, so your names are special names given to a particular boy or a girl. Your name, your own name is a proper noun. Okay, and it is always written in capital letter. Proper nouns, there's only of one kind, only one will be there. So it is always written in capital letter. Okay, so that is all about the proper noun. Now, here are a few examples for common noun and proper noun. Here in this picture, you can see a girl. Girl is a common noun. But Rachel is a special name. So that is considered as proper noun. Have all of you understood? Similarly, let's move on to the next example. Here you can see a place. This place is commonly called as park. So park is a common noun, but each place is given a special name. That the name of the park is Smithfield Park, and that is the proper noun. Have all of you understood? Similarly, let's move on to an animal. This animal is commonly called as dog, and that is a common noun. And the special name given to this dog is Fido, and Fido is a proper noun. Okay. Similarly, we'll move on to one more example, that is computer. We are aware of this gadget, and this common name for this gadget is computer, and the special name given to this gadget, the special name is Platinum 10. So that is a proper noun. So we have understood all about common noun and the proper noun. I hope you have understood. Common noun means common names. Proper noun means special names. Okay. Now, here is, you will be asked a question to identify the proper noun. Read the question well. If it is to identify the proper noun, only identify the proper noun in the sentence. Neha gave the book to Neetu. Identify the proper noun. Yes, Neha and Neetu are the proper nouns in the sentence. Similarly, Priya told Preeti to bring her a box of chocolates. Identify the proper noun. So Priya and Preeti are the proper nouns in this sentence. Okay, King Midas was a greedy man. Here, the proper noun is King Midas. Have you understood, all of you? Sona is the tallest girl in the school. Sona is a proper noun. Bangalore is a famous city. Bangalore is a proper noun. Have you understood? Have you understood all about the proper noun? If you are asked to identify the common noun in the sentence, what you will do? Identify only the common noun. Take this sentence as example. Which is a common noun here? All of you please have a look at the slide, children. Don't be turning upside down. Akshay, what are you doing there? Are you looking at the slide? I wanted all of you to look at the slide. Here, you were asked to identify the common noun in the sentence. Neha gave the book to Neetu. So, identify the common noun there. Which is the common noun in the sentence?
Book.
Book. So you have to identify the common noun in the sentence. Have you understood? Similarly, Priya told Preeti to bring her a box of chocolates. That you
Box of chocolates. Box of chocolates.
Okay.
Box of chocolates.
Okay. King Midas was a greedy man. So,
Man.
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 Man is a common noun there. Man is a common noun there.
Lots of
Okay.
chocolates.
Similarly, Mona is the tallest girl in the school. So
Girl.
identify
Girl.
the common noun in school is
Girl.
okay, girl and school are the common noun there. Bangalore is a famous city. So identify the common noun in the sentence. Which is the common noun there? City. So city is a common noun. Very good. So this is how
City.
you have to identify the proper noun and the common noun in the sentence. Only one question will be asked per question. Only one thing will be asked. If it is the proper noun, you identify only the proper noun. You know the Google form, know how we can construct it. So Google form means identify the proper noun means identify only the proper noun in the sentence and click on to the right answer. If it is common noun, identify the common noun in the sentence and click on to the right answer. Have you understood? So now let's move on to the next question. Next, it is all about, the next noun is all about the collective noun. As I spoke about the collective noun, let's see what is a collective noun is. Collective noun is nothing but a group of what? Of people, animals, and things. People, animals, and things. And each group it is considered as one unit. So it is considered as singular. Have you understood? So each group of people, animals, and things. And each group it is considered as one whole or one unit. And I've told you we use specific collective noun for each group of nouns. Okay. So we use specific collective noun when we talk about certain groups. So I've told you these groups must be memorized. Didn't I tell you in the beginning? So I've told you a specific group for certain groups. We use specific collective noun for certain groups. Okay. So each collective noun must be memorized. A team of players, a crowd of people, a troop of soldiers, a class of students, herd of cows and elephants, shoal of fish, flock of birds and sheep, bunch of grapes, or keys and bouquet of flowers. I told you to learn it well. I've told you to copy it down into your notebook too. I hope all of you have completed it. Now, here the question will be asked in two ways, either to identify the collective noun or to either to identify the collective noun in the sentence, or you have to supply a suitable noun for the given collective noun. Okay, so the collective noun will be given, but you have to supply a suitable noun for the given collective noun. Either way it will be asked. Okay, so you have to know both the ways. So here you have to identify the collective noun. So we know crowd is the, here, herd of elephants means herd is a collective noun. Team won the match, so team is a collective noun. He gave me a bunch of grapes, so bunch is a collective noun. And troop is a collective noun in the sentence. I hope all of you have understood. And here we have to fill in the blanks using the collective noun. All of you please have a look at it. The dash of players entered the stadium. So what do we write there? A team of players entered the stadium. A ship neared the, what you will write there? A ship neared the, yes, group of islands. Okay, and let's move on to the next question. In the blue lake, we saw a dash of fish. So what do we see there? In the blue lake, we saw a dash of fish. We saw a shoal of fish. Have you understood? So we have to identify the, or we have to fill in the blanks using the correct collective noun. A lady had a bunch of keys. Okay, a dash of birds. So what you write there for the birds, which collective noun do we use? Which is a suitable collective noun for the bird? A flock of, yes, a flock of birds. Is that clear to all of you? So this is the way the question will be asked. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. Here you have to identify the common noun, proper noun, and the collective noun in the sentence, and you have to specify or write it in the proper column. Okay. Now, here is an exercise for you. Here in this exercise, children, all these exercises we are familiar with. And here is an exercise as a worksheet there for you. What we have to do is, we have to identify the nouns in the sentence. So I'll be calling each one. Rayan, Manu, come on, Rayan. Read the question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, read it.
Mother is baking a cake in oven.
Okay, now pick out the common, pick out only the noun in the sentence, not common or proper, only you pick out the noun in the sentence.
Mother.
Mother, yes.
Mm,
There are three nouns as already mentioned there. So which are those?
oven.
Oven, very good. And
Cake.
cake, very good. Cake is a thing. It is considered, all the eatables are considered as thing. Okay, so mother, cake, oven. These are the three nouns in the sentence. Very good, Ryan. Very good. Now, Siddish. Come on, Siddish. Yes, read the second question.
The driver is driving the bus.
So pick out the noun in the sentence.
Driver.
Driver, very good. Are there any nouns in that sentence? Only driver is there?
Driving.
Eh, not driving. Look for anything. Bus, very good. Bus. So driver and bus. Driver is a person. Okay, driver. Only a person can drive the bus. So bus is a thing, is a non-living thing. So it is a thing. So very good, Sadish. Nivya. Nivya, come on. Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, read the third question.
The trailer
Is stitching
is stitching clothes.
clothes. Yes, the tailor is stitching clothes. So pick out the noun from the sentence.
Clothes.
Huh?
Clothes.
Yes, clothes. Then
Trailer.
tailor, very good. What you said is right. Tailor and clothes. These are the nouns in the sentence. Yes. Yes, tailor and clothes. So driver, mother, cake, oven, bus, tailor, clothes. Okay. Now let's move on to the next person. Ellen, come on, Ellen. Do the next question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, do it.
Ma'am, the farmer is in his farm.
Yes, the farmer is in his farm. So,
Farmer.
yes, farmer. Then,
Farm.
farm, very good. Yes, very good, children. Yes, now let's move on to the next question. Okay. Yes. Maria, come on, Maria, do the next question for me. The wolf.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, do the next question.
The wolf is near the sheep.
Yes, the wolf is near the sheep. So,
Wolf
wolf,
and
very good,
sheep.
and sheep, very good. Yes. Wolf and sheep. Anushka, come on, Anushka. All of you, I wanted all of you to turn on your
Yes,
video.
ma'am.
Yes.
The boy saw the wolf.
Yes, the boy saw the wolf. So, identify the noun in the sentence.
Boy,
The boy,
wolf.
wolf. Very good. Boy, wolf. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Now, two more questions are there. Yes, Nakshatra, come on, Nakshatra. Do the seventh question. The bear.
The bear and the tiger are in the zoo.
Yes, the bear and the tiger are in the zoo. So,
Zoo,
zoo, very good.
tiger,
Tiger, yes.
bear.
Bear, yes. The bear, tiger, and zoo. There are three nouns. As already clues are given for you. Three nouns are there. Yes, Angelica. Come on, Angelica.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Angelica, are you there? No? Prithwin, come on, Prithwin. Mm.
Yes, ma'am.
The kitten.
Ma'am,
The kitten is, come on. The kitten is under the mat. Are you not able to read the question, Prithwin? Have you not unmuted it? Yes, come on, read the question.
The kitten is under the mat.
Yes, the kitten is under the mat. So pick out the noun in the sentence.
Kitten,
Very good. Kitten.
mat.
Very good. Mat is a thing. Kitten is an animal. So both are nouns. Have all of you understood how to identify the nouns of the sentence? That's why I've taken a different worksheet from not from our books. It is a different worksheet so that we'll be able to identify the nouns as such. Okay. Now let's move on to the next worksheet as such. This is a different worksheet. It's not taken from your book. It is just so here in the sentence what you have to, there are different, see here you have to underline the nouns in the sentence and write whether they are nouns, whether the noun is common, proper, abstract or collective. Okay, whether the noun is common, proper, abstract or collective. So we haven't learned about the abstract noun, so we know very well about the common noun, proper noun and the collective noun. Here we'll do few sentences. Okay, the first one is already done for you. The second sentence is all about the abstract noun. So let's move on to the third question as such. I hope you are ready. So Nivya is not there. Yes, Nivya. Nivya is not there. Yes, Nivya. Read the question. Read the third question. The class
The class very
was running
round
late.
was running late.
Yes, the class was running late. So identify the noun in the sentence and say what kind it is. I-
Class
Class, what noun it is? Class, what noun it is?
collective noun.
Yes, collective noun. Very good, Navya. It is collective noun. It is collective noun. Class, it is collective noun. So you have to write it here, collective noun. Very good. Okay, now let's move on
The
to what about Sri Bala and all? Please do turn on your videos. Harold, Harold, come on, do the next question. Do the fourth
yes,
question. Yes, do the fourth question.
the houses
Mm,
trembled
mm,
loudly.
mm. Yes, the houses trembled loudly. So, pick out the noun in that sentence.
House
Houses, very good. What kind it is?
collective noun.
How come? Houses means what? What is it? Houses. What noun it is, children? My dear children, houses. What noun it is? Anyone can tell me the
Common
answer.
noun.
Common noun.
Also,
Very good. Very good. Houses are common noun for all types of houses, whether it's a large house or a small house, whatever it is, we call it as house. Okay, so houses are common noun. Okay, so this is the way you identify the noun and say what kind it is. So you will be asked a question, your now word will be given, and you are supposed to identify the noun. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Haran, come on, Haran. The next question is for you. Now, come on, read the fifth question. The excited
the excited
team
team celebrated Monday morning.
are celebrated when they won. Celebrated when they won. So pick up the noun from the sentence. Which is
Team,
the noun there? Which is the noun in the sentence?
team.
Team, very good, team. What kind it is then? What kind, my dear? Team is team of players, what we have learned. What kind it is?
Collective noun.
Very good, it is collective noun. It is collective noun. Okay, so we are not going to do all the sentence as such. It is just a revision. So we'll be doing the rest of the exercises in the next classes. So now let's move on to the class test. I hope you know what is a noun is. common noun, proper noun, we have revised, and even collective noun. I hope you are. Now I'll be sending the link in the chat box. All of you, please do keep your book aside. Okay, so it will be sent in the chat box for you. All of you, please have a. I want anyone to chat. Yes, in the chat box, you will be getting. I'll be pasting the link for you. The link has been pasted. Please check. Have all of you got the link? If you have got, please, yes, Aman. Please give me a thumbs up. Very good, Aman. So please give me a thumbs up. Okay? If you have got it, very good, children. Yes, I could see it. Yes. And you can start writing. Okay? So all of you, please have a look at it. Yes. Here is the questions for you. So the first question, you should see the question paper before you start, children. As I'm taking for different classes, you may be getting the different class tests. So please do check it is class 3. Yes, it is class 3. Date is given for you. And it is mentioned there class test. And it is also a mock test for your how to write before the periodical test. Okay, so you have to write your name there. Click on to the class. So it is class 3D. Click on to it and identify. The first question is to identify the nouns in the following sentence. You have to identify the noun in the following sentence. The sentence is the bus reached on time. So identify the noun. Identify the noun. Identify the noun in the following sentence. The bus reached on time. So the options are bus, time, on. Click on to the right option. Now let's move on to the next question. Now let's move on to the next question. That is, identify the common noun in the following sentence. The Ganges is a sacred river. It's a sacred river. So the Ganges is a sacred river. So the options are given there. You have to identify the common noun in the sentence. Okay, Ganges, sacred, and river. So click on to the right option. Next question is identify the proper noun in the following sentence. She stays in Agra. She stays in Agra. You have to identify the proper noun in the sentence. Next question is identify the collective noun. The troop of soldiers had marched all day. You have to identify the collective noun. Vijay is the leader of our team. Vijay is the leader of our team. So you have to identify the collective noun. Okay? From this sentence too, you have to identify the collective noun. Is it Vijay, team, or leader? Identify the collective noun. Fill in the blanks with the suitable nouns that match with the given collective noun. A bunch of. Is it for grapes, flowers, or eggs? So you have to fill in the blanks with suitable nouns that match with the given collective noun. Collective noun is given there, you have to match with the nouns. Which one suits for it? A bunch of. Is it for bunch of flowers, a bunch of eggs, or bunch of grapes? Now let's move on to the 7th question. That is fill in the blanks with the correct collective noun. A dash of sheep. Is it pack, flock, or herd? Now the next question is pick out a suitable proper noun for the given common noun. The given common noun it is given here, it is city. City is the given common noun. You have to pick out a suitable proper noun for the common noun given, that is city. It can be goat, Gida, or Mumbai. Which suits there? Which suits with city? You have to give a proper noun to it. So pick out the odd one. Red Fort, Taj Mahal, City, Qutub Minar. So once we know what is a noun is, so it is easier for us to identify all this. So different ways of asking the questions. Pick out the odd one. Red Fort, Taj Mahal, City, Qutub Minar. So you have to pick out the odd one. All the three will be the same, only one will differ. Now, read the word and identify its kind. A word is given for you. Playground is given. Now, what we have to do, we have to identify its kind, what kind it is, whether it's common noun, proper noun, or collective noun. Okay, that is all about today's test paper. Now, after you finish the text paper, see that you click on to the submit button, so I'll be getting your responses. Okay? Yes. Yes. I could view your marks, children. Most of you have done well, but see that you prepare well for your exams. Okay? It's just a matter of clicking onto the options. But even when you click onto the right options. Read the question well before you do it. You can view your marks. Yes. Can we wind up today's session? Can we wind up today's session? Have all of you completed your test paper?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anyone who hasn't got the link?
Yes.
Yes, everybody has got the link. Yes.
Yes.
Haven't got the link, please do inform me through my personal number so that I may send the link in your to your personal number. Okay. If it's so, please do inform me. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, I hope all of you have done well. So we have come to the end of today's session. I wish you a happy Eid.
Bye. Thank
Eid.
you, ma'am. Bye.
Wish you a happy Eid to all. Okay, thank you all, children.
Thank
Bye.
you, ma'am.